John Higgins' pot success at a very healthy 93. Anthony McGill a little bit behind on 89.
Anthony McGill 7.
Well, he won't be too bothered about that. More concerned about whether he's left the red on.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, cheers.
Looks like our second re-rack of the evening. We've had a bit of everything tonight. But once again, the players quickly agreeing that that was heading for stalemate. So why hang around?
Yeah, the players don't like to play that kind of game. This is the shot that knocked the black in. And that forced McGill just to roll into the reds. Players don't like it, the crowd don't like it. So let's have a re-rack.
Okay, thank you. Anthony McGill to break.
There's a reminder of what they're contesting this week, a superb trophy named in honour of the late Paul Hunter, one of the great Masters champions, 3 times a winner.
And this time, McGill gets the snooker. He's a little low, doesn't want to skim off them. He's okay.
It is touching ball.
Doesn't really want to get the snooker because the reds are tightly bunched. So maybe just leave the cue ball close to the cushion and allow Higgins to see the reds. And that way he may catch them a little thick, leave one on. So clever play that from McGill. Could have done with the cue ball being closer. Now this looks good. Just drifting in behind the green. But again, it shouldn't pose a problem. Higgins just come off this left side cushion, land up into the reds. Sorry, McGill. Well, that was a risky shot. He was attempting to swerve round the blue slightly. Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball. Watch it move. See how it moved just as it got past the blue. And this time it's McGill, who's had years of practice to get the cue ball there.
those are the fine margins, aren't they? The way Higgins has been potting from long range. If that cue ball had disappeared, he could have been in. Could have been in to win. You never know.
He caught it too thick, so a chance for McGill. It almost deserves to be a decider, this match. They've both given everything. They've battled for the safety. Made century. Lots of big breaks. Neither player giving an inch. He's underhit that one. There was a little bit of tension there. And that's why he's so far away from this red into the right corner. Can still pot it, but much more difficult than it should have been. A switch to left-handed. Wow. Playing this left-handed. It's there, though.
The ambidextrous assassin.
And that was a brave shot to take on left-handed. Wouldn't have been surprised to see O'Sullivan playing it, but can't tell you how difficult those shots are.
Bramble.
Oh, that's a nice flick off the blue. He played for this red, but he wouldn't have been on it as nice as this without the flick.
11.
Look at this flick on the blue there.
Twelve.
And now a nice angle to stun for those two reds just above the black.
$90. $20.
And again, leaving himself a nice angle on the black to stun back for this red. And if he can leave an angle on the red to bring more reds into play, let's see if he leaves it short. He has. And he deliberately left it short like that so he could open reds up.
27.
68 the target to take us to a decider.
$28.
Well, just a touch harder would have been more beneficial. So, is it a switch to left-handed again? It is. Well, he's got some bottle, this kid. This is tough. Get the rest out. Yeah. Don't blame him.
Well, particularly given that one false move could be his last shot of the tournament.
Yeah, nicely played. Just a little hard for the red above the black.
35.
Knew he was always going to be on this red to the middle. No, he didn't play that well.
36.
It was so easy to get the right side of the blue there. The blue not on its spot. It was so easy to get the right side of the blue. Just a touch of right-hand side on the cue ball. I'd be disappointed with that. Partly because he's not getting closer to the reds. Well, can he see the red?
$41.
Well, I'm not sure if he can. May have to play it with a touch of right-hand side, but like John Higgins did in the last frame. No, couldn't get enough side on it.
Yeah, that was a
McGill,
tougher pot,
41.
wasn't it, than the one Higgins was faced with.
Yeah, that poor positional shot from red to blue left him with this difficult pot. But didn't play the blue well either, to leave himself nearly snookered on that red. Good length. And this is dangerous. If he skims off the reds, he could send a red towards that right corner. He'll be happy with that. Good shot. Lots of left-hand side on the cue ball to avoid colliding with that red. Close to the right side cushion. The red that's closest to the right corner. Stopping McGill going for the red just above the black into the left corner. Could have gone for that. That red not being there.
Three hours and counting. Still the owner of the final quarter-final spot here at the Masters unknown.
Well, there's a chance here, but it's such a difficult shot. But he could play the cue ball back into the balk area. He'd be on the yellow. Oh, what a shot. But where's that cue ball going to finish?
1.
Now, if that yellow is off the cushion, he can pot it and come back down for the reds.
Quite excellent, John Higgins, this evening with his long pots. 9 out of 11 now.
Well, that really was a superb shot again.
Maybe that'll be the difference at the end of the evening.
3.
And I think that's a good kiss. I think the black will pass the red into that left corner. So this is a great chance.
4.
He is going to need that safe red on the left side cushion.
That was a very untimely sneeze.
11. 12.
Anthony McGill, a careless positional shot. Failed to get the right side of the blue, which effectively caused him to break down.
19.
And now Higgins has his chance for the counter-attack.
20. $27.
Well, that's pretty good, isn't it? 93%.
28.
Another very good positional shot from Higgins.
49.
So it's going to come down to that red on the side cushion. Oh, he's missed it. And the cue ball
50.
is not in a good spot at all. Well, maybe time to put a ball safe. He's 9 points in front. So he could put the blue safe.
Blue ball. John Higgins.
Gives him some
50.
insurance. He doesn't need the blue. If Higgins could pop the red with a large colour, well, any colour.
That was Higgins' fourth consecutive break of 50 or more. This time not decisive. 35 remaining, 9 in it. McGill still with every chance.
But just a little harder with the blue close to the cushion. And he's got a chance, Higgins. Any colour off the red. Doesn't want to miss it thin and bring the blue into play. And there's the long pot success. He's been excellent this evening. Right in the middle. He could do with a kiss now.
What an irony, having pushed the blue safe for insurance, he now gets a very favourable kiss on it, which could take him to the winning post. Oh, he's had his
6.
Sorry, just yellow, green and brown. What a great match this has been.
Yet another one here, Joe. They've all been great, haven't they?
8.
Most of them have been close. And the one that wasn't was a masterclass from the Rocket.
11.
He's had his share of disappointments here at the Masters as Anthony McGill resigns himself to his fate. But he's also had a couple of big triumphs. And now
15.
he's over the winning line. It has been a fabulous match, a real seesaw battle. Higgins in charge early. McGill hit back superbly with 4 straight frames of his own. And Higgins has
20.
returned the compliment to book his place in the quarterfinals. The crowd yet again here, royally entertained at Ali Pali.
26.
Terrific match between two very good friends. Anthony McGill asked plenty of questions of the 2 times Masters champion John Higgins, but as he's so often done in the past,